Welcome back to my channel. This is the only Vietnamese podcast TV. How y'all doing today, man? Beautiful day outside, man. There's no better ways than just to chill and relax. You know, talk about the kind of things that life can dramatically change you just by one bad choice. You know what I'm saying? I'm a reformer, man, and I had these 10 years in the Fed for the bad choice that I made. And actually, the bad choice that I made turned out to be the turning point of my life. Change forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful, man, because I had a second chance in life, meaning I had a second chance to live life with a purpose. And the only time that I can do that was I had to rehabilitate myself and my mind. So I have to have a mindset of not living a life of crimes. And I did exactly how I desire. And so, man, when I came home, man, it's a brand new life for me. You know, there are many struggles when I came home because you had that mark on your back as an ex-convict, right? The opportunities for you is limited, right? From jobs and from just career. You can't just pick any kind of career when you're an ex-convict. You can't just pick any kind of job when you're an ex-convict. And you better be ready, right, to get your job application turned down. You're gonna be rejected. But what are you gonna do though? You see? And all these things, I have to prepare myself, right? I have to play these scenarios in my head when I was in the Fed all the times, man. The feeling of being rejected, you know what I'm saying, at an interview, the feeling of show up and when they ask, and do criminal background check, and they say, can't hire you. So I have to play these scenarios, right, in my head, and the way that I should react. These are the types of struggle when you came home from prison. So when I came home from the Fed, those are the struggles. So I have to really place myself and my mind at the place where I have to be resilient, you know what I'm saying, perseverance, and have a lot of patience, man. You got to, because any given time, right, your old habits wanted you to make that move, and that move gonna violate your probation. And federal probation is a little bit different than state probation. Federal probation, when you violate, that thing start over, you know, and then they can lock you up, and then you violate probation, they give you some time, right? And then they'll lock you up and release you with another 3 or 5 years probation, whatever is on your jacket, right? So first day in the Fed, it felt surreal. Realities hit hard, because if you a person of conscious, like aware of your situation, and if you a person that really care what your families and people and loved ones feel about you, then you are the ones that really want to make a difference and change your life. And you're taking serious steps while you're in the Fed to make a difference and to change your life. And that's how I start off, man. Start out by doing those things, And coming home as an Asian man in Atlanta is always hard to be an Asian in Atlanta, right? I am a Vietnamese, Southeast Asian, but it's always hard to be Asian because people, other ethnic groups, cannot recognize what type of Asian you are. Most people think you are Chinese, but we are not, right? We are not. So it's easy for me to be a Vietnamese because it's easy for people to recognize Vietnamese because the first generation, we were rough. We were making the news, right? And the organized crimes is only happen with the Vietnamese here in Atlanta. So the narrative is pretty bad. And you either tell people you're from Vietnam with the Vietnam War, about the Vietnam War, and they recognize, or some older generation, you say, yeah, I'm Vietnamese, and the Fed cleans us up in early 90 and 2000, and people like from the streets, they say, oh, so that's y'all, y'all got picked up by the Fed, woo, right? So it's easy to be Vietnamese than Asian. It's easy, being Asian as whole. That's why you have all this Asian hate going around the country, because people, it's all started from COVID-19, and people just pick the whole group of Asian and picking targets, right? Picking targets, weak targets. That's what they do, weak targets. And the problem with Asian, man, is that they rely a lot on police protection, which is nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing wrong with relying on law enforcement to protect you. But law enforcement cannot protect you 24/7. They cannot protect you when you're walking down the sidewalk, right? So the problem with Asian people is that because of that, they do not learn how to protect themselves. They don't. Only people like myself, raised in the street, coming from the street, an ex-convict, right, will recognize that we must protect ourselves, right? We must protect ourselves. If we don't, we at any given times, we have a target on our back just because we're Asian. You know what I'm saying? And I think a younger generation, they become aware of what's going on. So they learn how to, get them pick them, especially in Georgia. You don't need a carry license to have guns. So now they become aware and start go to the shooting range, practice how to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of things, and always surround themselves with people that can protect them as well. Which is the smart things to do. That's for anybody. Because Asian here in Atlanta, our population is not big. It's not big, but we just have to learn how to protect ourselves. As Vietnamese, we have 60,000 people living in Atlanta. 60,000 people, man. And it sounds like nothing with 2 million people living here, I think, right? And we only have 60,000. So it's not big, right? Whatever we do, we have to really calculate every move we make, whether you're a legitimate business owner or you're gangbangers. You don't have enough humans, human foot soldier, right? We don't have enough foot soldier to dispose. So everything we do, we have to calculate the risk, right? Because we don't have enough people to end up in prison. end up in prison. So we have to be smart about everything we do. That's, Vietnamese, that's what we're doing. We just have to be smart about everything we do, and sometimes it's really misunderstood, right? Asian as whole, we are being misunderstood. Now we are Korean or we are Chinese. Until somebody know you on the personal levels, then they be able to see and understand the difference among the Asian, right? We have a good side of population of the Korean here, and the Korean is more into their own than into other Asian groups. That's just the way, I don't know, that's just the way they're thinking, man. I don't even understand, because Korean, they are different type of Asian. They're like a Caucasian Asian type, That's what they are, man. I mean, not everybody, but most of them, they're racist, man. They think they the high class of Asian among the Asians. It's crazy. I don't deal with a lot of Korean nowadays, right? Unless I have to. But I have, back in the day, like in the early 90s, I deal with a lot of Korean. My ex-girlfriend was Korean. And the type of Korean in the early 90s, totally different, They're good people, man. You can hang out with them, drink with them. We traveling together with them. We were close, you know what I'm saying? But nowadays, it's hard, man. Korea nowadays, man, they're too boastful, you know what I'm saying? We Vietnamese, we just need to step up our games, as people, right? We need to represent correctly, right? Make people in other ethnic groups feel comfortable around us. That's what we should do. So that's what I would do, right? If I run into an Americans, blacks, white, Hispanics, I represent Vietnamese, and I make sure I'm a likable guy, friendly types, very respectful, and that's how I carry myself everywhere I go, man. Everywhere I go. We Vietnamese already have so many issues coming over from Vietnam, man, after the wars, and it was never easy for us. It never was. Even when we step foot here in this country, in this state, start afresh. It was difficult, man. I'm talking about it's difficult, It seems like now we are getting too comfortable. We're getting too comfortable, man. The nail business make y'all too comfortable. For real. So comfortable that y'all ain't even care how y'all treat the customers. It's crazy to sound, but that's really how it's popping. Y'all need to not get comfortable and start to treat your business, especially nail salon. Make sure you're on the right. Treat the customer right, man. I seen a lot of stuff that going on in nail business, man. Y'all just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, man. For real. We own a lot of restaurants here too, and we have good food. We just need to be involved more with the politics, because politics run the shows, As a community, we have to. But Vietnamese right now, we don't even focus on that, man. We're getting too comfortable right now. So that's why a lot of us, we're not into politics, And out of the Indian, they are Central Asian. I'm not even talking the Chinese, the Korean, Vietnamese. We are one of the weakest communities in the 4 major communities. You know what I'm saying? Cambodia, they have a small population here. So, but we are the weakest, man. We just not getting ourselves together in this state. You know, we're making progress though, making big progress. I guess the younger generation, as they stepping up, then you'll start see the changes. Start see the changes. You know. Well, you know, I hope y'all, man, have beautiful days today, man, because it's so nice outside, man. The breeze feel good. Weather in Atlanta, I love it, man. But when it get hot, it get really hot. You know what I'm saying? But right now, this weather, man, you can't beat this kind of weather, man. And I hope you enjoy the weather, man. And hopefully, I'll see y'all soon. Right? Y'all know what it is, man. Freedom is good. Freedom is good. The only Vietnamese podcast TV. Y'all take care. All right? I'll see y'all next time.